Hey Brent, very good to see you. Today we have a really important question. How much cash should I have on hand in retirement? Having an emergency fund is always important, and considering how volatile the markets have been recently, we want to outline precisely how much cash you should have on hand. So what's the general rule of thumb as we try to figure this out?
Yeah, good question. And the answer is going to vary from advisor to advisor, but we're all in a similar range. And anywhere from 3 months of expenses to 12 months of expenses. You just want to have enough cash on hand that if there's a bump in the road, you're able to keep yourself afloat.
hmm hmm Because there will be bumps. And I
Oh,
just want
yeah.
to underscore the obvious though. Cash is important to have on hand so that you're not dipping into your retirement savings to cover those living expenses.
Correct. Yeah. So when something comes up, and let's say the market's pulled back 20%, that's not the
hmm
time to dip into those retirement accounts and pull those funds out. So if you planned ahead and you had a nice little cash position, when the car breaks down and you need $2,000, you're just taking it out of your cash funds and you're not having to dip into those retirement accounts. You
hmm
want to save those to, fund your retirement and not have to worry about for the one-offs.
Right. So should we have more cash on hand when the markets are volatile?
Good question, and it is going to depend on the client, what assets they have, and all that stuff. But a general answer is yes. It's a good idea to have some more cash on hand. If your plan's set up correctly, which we would hope to do, it would be some safe money, and then you would also have some growth money. So that should already be incorporated in the plan that you have something liquid to get after if you do need those funds.
Okay. So I feel like this whole conversation begs the question, what about inflation, right? Because that's been the story of the year and last year. As you know, it recently hit 9.1% in June. That's the highest we've seen in 40 years. So if I'm keeping cash under my mattress, Brent, it's losing buying power almost every day.
Correct. And we actually have talked to some people who do still keep cash under their mattress. So it's going to depend on the client. I've got a client who the peace of mind was worth it to them. They're actually holding
Right.
2 years worth of cash on hand, but they can afford to do so. Now, a lot of clients say, I can't afford to put that much of my nest egg under the mattress. That's just not right for me. Well, in that scenario, there are some products that have some protections that you can get where you're going to get invested. You're going to hopefully earn some return on that. But if you need to pull funds out, hopefully you could do so without taking a hit. But that
hmm
stuff, we don't want to get too far in the weeds. That's something to come into the office to discuss.
Right. Something to consider for sure. Well, this was, again, a really important conversation, especially considering the market's volatility lately. If somebody would like to talk this through with you, Brent, what's the best way to reach you?
Sure, they can reach us by going to the website, www.young-wm.com, or they can call the office and Miranda can get you on one of our calendars, and that's 614-430-8383. We're here to
All
help.
right. Perfect. Brent, thank you.
Thank you.